doggy. What you doing? Eat the Cali, doggy. What's she looking at? Don't know. All right, we're going to take a little walk. Look at how green everything is. So we've had 2 lawn cuts in the past 2 weeks. We have to cut the grass every week when spring comes. Now, the first 3 weeks we didn't have a lawnmower, it was in repair shop. So this week is our first week of 80s. It is the end of April, and they say the best time to grow stuff is, or plant things in the ground, is after Mother's Day. Then we're safe where we don't have any more frost. So I have partially done things. Here is my persimmon tree right here. And these are 2 more of these standard size Asian pears. I have 1 more over there that I put in the ground this weekend. Today's Monday, and I took out 1 of the fig trees. I was going to take out all 3 because they're not growing any leaves, but it was a bear to take out the smallest fig tree. So I think what I'm going to do, this is just sitting in here. I need to take this out. This water that I have collected water from, for some reason the water smells really bad, and I just got 2 more plants. These are grapes. This is a Lakemont seedless grape, and this one is the Somerset seedless grape. And I'm trying to figure out, like, oh, and I have 3 batches of purple asparagus. So I'm going to plant the purple asparagus in 1 of these. I have 3 of these. I got them for $10 at Aldi. And I'm going to put the grape bare roots into probably a 10-gallon grow bag until it gets established more, and I can figure out where I'm going to put the grapes. I'm debating about either here or along the fence on the other side. And I'm also debating about this plastic, a little hoop house that I have not really planted seeds like I'm supposed to. I'll probably do them tonight. That's the best time for me to do them. It's 80 degrees here, but right now outside it's super comfortable at probably about 70. And then it gets to like 100. So this weekend it was like 85 outside and 100 in here, even though the side has netting and this side was open. But with this plastic, it was 100 degrees. But look at these berries. So these are blackberries and more berries. I think these are raspberries and these are blackberries. So I don't see flowers on these. Probably need to put a little bit of fertilizer in there. I've got some beans. I did grow some of those. I've got my potatoes, so I'm super excited. This one here is started growing first, then this one, and look at the tons of little sprouts coming out for my potato. So it looks like I have 2 types. I have regular sweet potato here, which has sort of that orange flesh. This is kind of molding. And these are the purple ones, organic, that I bought from one of the local markets. And I have it covered just so it had darkness. And they're growing super well. Green onions, things. All right. I did have I think they call it chayote, and it sort of died. It was from the store. This I started digging up, prepping. This had kale, red Russian kale. I'm going to put some topsoil, compost, amend that, and then this will get pulled out. And I need to grow. These are my 2 beds for winter, so I can grow whatever I want during the spring and the summer. But when it comes to August, right now it's the end of April, I have to plant for whatever's going to grow in the winter. So this is usually red Russian kale and Swiss chard. I need to grow more Swiss chard. This looks super good. This is compost from before winter that the chickens worked on. This is grass clippings and leaves from the maple and the, what is that plant? I think that's pecan or something. I don't know, but whatever that nut tree is, it's not something we eat. It doesn't really grow well. I was worried about our big maple tree. It's a beautiful tree. During the fall, it turns this yellow orangey color. I love that tree. It was very late to get leaves, green leaves. This is a silver maple, and we have a bunch of silver maples around. When those things start dropping seeds, it is insane. And if I don't catch those seeds, they'll start growing in here. But this will probably be another green. I've got some random wild, or maybe not wild, but they're strawberry runners. They grew all here. I sort of covered this to protect it from the chickens. And these are all runners that came from before, but you can see they were eaten by the chickens. My garlic's doing fine here, but I covered it with the chicken tunnels because the little monsters ate. This is I think this is raspberry they ate. And so they also ate tops of my garlic. They ate sunchokes. These are mostly sunchokes. I think that other stuff's weeds. And here's a bunch of sunchokes. I was going to move a bunch of those, into some grow bags so that when it becomes the heat of summer in like July, August, I want some covering over on that side. I imprisoned most of the strawberry plants in here because the chickens were eating a bunch of it. So now I can see some strawberries growing. Here's some more. So this chicken wire was for the chickens to kind of hide out in when I put the chicken tractor or the chicken, those are chicken tunnels. This was sort of an attempt to a chicken tractor as well as this thing. But what I find it's really good for is that bugs can go in to pollinate. But chickens, if I block that, there's an opening right here. If I block this, the chickens aren't eating my strawberries. So they are doing super well. And these are blackberries. So I just got these blackberries probably the end of winter. Interestingly and thankful, the chickens are eating the onions or the garlic. You can see that. But they're not eating the thornless blackberries. And so this is growing pretty well. This onions, they didn't eat that one. And this is a sunchoke, I bet you. I don't know why it or how it got in there, but I'll take that out later. So I see some of the plant berries. Here's a blackberry growing. When I first got these plants, it was full of flowers and berries, and then they all died because we were still getting freezing temperatures. So I put a bunch of other strawberries in here because this has chicken wire around it. And I also plant my tomatoes in here. So I might move these containers that have the flowers, I forgot what type of flowers, somewhere else. And then the raspberries I might keep. I think these are raspberries. These are blackberries, I think. Look at these nice flowers. These what the deer were jumping over and eating. So there's corn. I decided to plant some of the organic popcorn that I got from Azure Standard, and it's growing. And then I've got mullein leaves, which are good for a respiratory system. And then I put this on, this is garlic, and the chickens ate this down twice. Thank you, chickens. Here's this plant. I went to a flower festival, whatever, last year, and some of them flowered. But I don't know, I might need like a box, one of these boxes, and make something to just for the flowers. And I think I've got corn in here. And there's just random onions. And I have 4 boxes, or not boxes, but grow bags here. When I put the grass clippings and the leaves in there, I dumped some of the broken down compost, and then I I had leaves, compost, and then I just topped it with some of the grass from what we cut this weekend.